Imagine buying a stock at $500, then watching it crash below $100. Most investors would panic. Some would sell everything. But a few smart investors would quietly ask one question: is this fear creating the biggest buying opportunity? Today we're talking about Strategy Inc., formerly known as MicroStrategy. Why? Has the stock fallen so dramatically? Is the company in trouble? Or is Wall Street missing something huge? Let's find out. A few years ago, Strategy wasn't famous because of software. It became famous because of Bitcoin. CEO Michael Saylor made one of the boldest decisions in corporate history. Instead of keeping billions of dollars in cash, the company started buying Bitcoin again and again and again. Eventually, Strategy became the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holder. When Bitcoin surged, MSTR exploded higher. Investors believed they weren't just buying a software company. They were buying a leveraged Bitcoin investment. Everything looked unstoppable until the market changed. Why did MSTR crash? Now look at the chart. The stock has fallen dramatically. But why? The first reason, Bitcoin corrected. Whenever Bitcoin falls, MSTR usually falls even harder, because investors see it as a high-risk Bitcoin play. The second reason, the company issued new shares to raise money for, buying even more Bitcoin. That means existing shareholders experience dilution. The third reason, traditional fundamentals don't look attractive. Revenue is only around $477 million. Net income is deeply negative. EPS is also negative. Many institutional investors simply avoid companies that consistently report accounting losses. Finally, MSTR is one of the most volatile large-cap stocks in the market. Its beta is above 3. That means expect big moves, both upward and downward. Is the business broken? Here's where many investors make a mistake. They look at the negative earnings and immediately conclude the company is failing, but that's only part of the story. Strategies. Future is no longer determined mainly by software revenue. It's largely tied to one asset, Bitcoin. If Bitcoin enters another major bull market, Strategy's balance sheet could become dramatically more valuable. If Bitcoin struggles, MSTR could remain under pressure. So when you buy MSTR, you're also making a long-term bet on Bitcoin. Now let's analyze the chart. The overall trend remains bearish. However, the stock is trading inside what many traders call a discount zone. Price is sitting near an important support around $90.95. This area has attracted buyers before. But here's the key. Support doesn't guarantee a reversal. If buyers step in, the first resistance sits around $130. Above that, the next important levels are around $180, then near $300. Those are the areas bulls must reclaim before the long-term trend truly changes. Until then, volatility remains extremely high. What do analysts think? Interestingly, Wall Street analysts remain surprisingly optimistic. The average 12-month price target is around $295. Some analysts believe the stock could reach as high as $570. Even the lowest target is around $130. Does that guarantee those prices? Absolutely not. Analyst targets assume favorable market conditions, especially a stronger Bitcoin market. Treat these targets as possibilities, not promises. Is this a buy the dip? Now comes the biggest question. Should you buy the dip? Here's my view. If you believe Bitcoin will reach new all-time highs over the next several years, MSTR could offer significant upside. But if Bitcoin enters another deep bear market, this stock could remain extremely volatile. That's why many long-term investors prefer dollar-cost averaging. Instead of investing everything today, they build positions gradually over time. This approach reduces the risk of buying at the wrong moment. Let's summarize. Huge Bitcoin exposure, strong long-term upside if Bitcoin rallies, negative earnings, high volatility. Share dilution remains a concern. MSTR isn't a traditional value stock. It's a high-risk, high-reward investment tied closely to Bitcoin. For patient investors with a long-time horizon, this could be an opportunity. For conservative investors, the risks are substantial. The choice depends on one simple question: Do you believe Bitcoin's best days are still ahead? What do you think? Is MSTR one of the biggest buying opportunities of 2026? Or is it a value trap? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more stock market insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.